The Israeli Defense Force, or IDF, is facing mounting pressure as recent weeks have seen a surge in casualties, particularly within the Kfir Brigade. This elite unit, known for its rigorous training and combat experience, has been hit hard, leading to a significant impact on the overall morale and operational effectiveness of the IDF. These losses, a stark departure from the IDF's typically low casualty rates, have sent shockwaves through Israeli society and raised serious questions about the military's preparedness and strategy. The public's reaction has been one of deep concern and sorrow, as the nation grapples with the implications of these recent events. The IDF, long regarded as one of the world's most formidable fighting forces, is now grappling with the human cost of the ongoing conflict in Gaza. The intensity of the urban warfare and the resilience of the adversaries have posed significant challenges to the IDF's traditional combat strategies. The rising death toll has fueled public debate and anxiety, with many questioning the effectiveness of the IDF's tactics and the overall direction of the conflict. Public opinion is increasingly divided, with some calling for a more aggressive approach, while others advocate for a re-evaluation of the current strategies to minimize further losses. The IDF's struggles are particularly evident in the heavy losses suffered by the Kfir Brigade, an elite infantry unit known for its combat experience and rigorous training. The brigade's reputation for resilience and effectiveness is now being tested like never before. The brigade, which has been at the forefront of the fighting in Gaza, has seen a disproportionate number of its soldiers killed and wounded. This has not only affected the unit's operational capabilities, but also its morale, as soldiers and their families cope with the losses. These losses have shaken the morale of the unit and raised concerns about the IDF's ability to effectively engage Palestinian militants in urban warfare. The psychological impact on the soldiers, who are constantly facing the threat of ambushes and improvised explosive devices, cannot be underestimated. The IDF is now facing the grim task of regrouping and reassessing its strategies as the conflict shows no signs of abating. High-level meetings and strategy sessions are being held to address the current challenges and to develop new approaches to counter the evolving threats. The IDF's challenges are further compounded by the complex and volatile nature of the conflict in Gaza. The densely populated urban environment, combined with the presence of well-armed and organized militant groups, makes every operation fraught with danger and uncertainty. Palestinian militants, armed with increasingly sophisticated weaponry and tactics, have proven to be a formidable adversary. Their ability to adapt and innovate in response to IDF operations has made the conflict even more challenging. The IDF is now facing an enemy that is more determined, organized, and capable than ever before. This has necessitated a re-evaluation of traditional military doctrines, and the development of new strategies to effectively counter these threats. This new reality demands a fundamental shift in the IDF's approach to warfare, one that acknowledges the changing dynamics of the battlefield and the need for greater adaptability and innovation. The integration of new technologies and the development of more flexible tactics are essential to maintaining the IDF's effectiveness. The IDF can no longer rely solely on its traditional strengths of firepower and technology. It must also develop new strategies and tactics to effectively counter the evolving threat posed by Palestinian militants. This includes enhanced training programs, better intelligence gathering, and more effective coordination between different units. The recent casualties are a stark reminder of the human cost of this protracted conflict. Each loss is a personal tragedy that leaves a lasting impact on the families and communities of the fallen soldiers. Behind the statistics are grieving families, shattered communities, and a nation grappling with the emotional toll of war. The collective grief and the sense of loss are palpable as the country mourns its fallen heroes. The IDF's losses are not just military setbacks, they are deeply personal tragedies that reverberate throughout Israeli society. The impact of these losses is felt in every corner of the nation, from the highest levels of government to the everyday lives of its citizens. The rising death toll underscores the urgency of finding a peaceful resolution to the conflict, one that ends the cycle of violence and prevents further bloodshed. The hope for peace remains a powerful force, driving efforts to find a lasting solution that will bring stability and security to the region. Adding to the IDF's woes is the recent withdrawal of the Kfir Brigade from key areas of operation. This move has sent shockwaves through the military establishment and the broader Israeli society, as the Kfir Brigade has been a cornerstone of the IDF's operational strategy for years. This decision, while attributed to strategic repositioning by the IDF, is widely seen as a sign of the growing pressure on the Israeli military. Analysts suggest that the IDF is grappling with both external threats and internal challenges, making it increasingly difficult to maintain its traditional operational tempo. The Kfir Brigade, known for its aggressive combat style, has been instrumental in previous operations in Gaza. Their tactics and bravery have earned them a formidable reputation, making their withdrawal all the more significant. Its withdrawal, therefore, is a significant blow to the IDF's operational capabilities, and a testament to the fierce resistance it faces. The empty posts and vacated bases are stark reminders of the shifting dynamics on the ground. The Kfir Brigade's withdrawal is not just a military setback, it also represents a crisis of faith within the IDF. The soldiers' contemplative moments and prayers reflect a deeper struggle, one that goes beyond the battlefield. The brigade is comprised largely of ultra-Orthodox Jewish soldiers, known for their unwavering commitment to both their religious beliefs and their military duties. This dual commitment has always been a source of strength, but it is now being tested like never before. This dual loyalty, once a source of strength and cohesion, has become increasingly strained in the face of mounting casualties and the brutal realities of urban warfare. The distress on the soldiers' faces tells a story of internal conflict and external pressures. The withdrawal suggests a growing unease among some ultra-Orthodox soldiers about the conflict's toll on their faith and their communities. These tense conversations and discussions highlight the moral and ethical dilemmas they face. The Kfir Brigade's predicament highlights the complex interplay between religion, ideology, and military service in Israel. The soldiers' prayers before combat and the presence of religious symbols in their gear underscore this intricate relationship. The IDF has long prided itself on being a people's army, drawing soldiers from all segments of Israeli society. This diversity has been a source of strength, but it also presents unique challenges, especially when religious beliefs intersect with military duties. However, the increasing prominence of ultra-Orthodox soldiers, many of whom hold strict religious beliefs that sometimes clash with the demands of modern warfare, has raised concerns about the potential for internal divisions and moral dilemmas within the ranks. These concerns are not just theoretical, they have real implications for the IDF's cohesion and effectiveness. The Kfir Brigade's withdrawal underscores the need for the IDF to address these sensitive issues and maintain a cohesive fighting force. Military leadership must navigate these complexities to ensure that all soldiers, regardless of their background, can work together effectively. The withdrawal also raises questions about the sustainability of the IDF's reliance on religiously motivated soldiers. As the nature of warfare evolves, so too must the strategies and policies that govern military service. While the IDF has long benefited from the unwavering commitment of its ultra-Orthodox soldiers, the Kfir Brigade's experience suggests that this commitment may not be absolute or impervious to the realities of prolonged and brutal conflict. The challenges of urban warfare and the emotional toll it takes are evident in the soldiers' faces and actions. The IDF will need to carefully assess the long-term implications of this development and ensure that it maintains a diverse and resilient fighting force capable of meeting the challenges of the 21st century. This will require not only strategic adjustments but also a deeper understanding of the human elements that drive military service. The recent setbacks faced by the IDF have also dealt a blow to the religious ideology championed by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his allies. These setbacks have not only impacted military strategies, but have also raised questions about the intertwining of religion and state policies in Israel. Netanyahu has long sought to strengthen the role of religion in Israeli society, particularly within the military. His vision was to create a force that was not only strong in combat, but also deeply rooted in religious values, reflecting the broader societal shift he aimed to achieve. The increasing integration of ultra-Orthodox soldiers into combat units, once seen as a testament to his vision, is now facing scrutiny as the human cost of the conflict mounts. The challenges of integrating these soldiers, who often have limited prior military training, have become more apparent as the conflict drags on. The losses suffered by units like the Kfir Brigade have exposed the inherent tension between religious fervor and the harsh realities of war. These losses have sparked debates within Israeli society about the true cost of maintaining a religiously motivated military force. The IDF, once a symbol of national unity and purpose, is now becoming a source of division and introspection as the conflict in Gaza exposes the complexities of balancing religious beliefs with the demands of military service. The strain on soldiers and their families is palpable, leading to a broader societal reflection on the role of religion in the military. The current situation challenges Netanyahu's narrative of a religiously inspired and militarily invincible Israel. His vision is being tested as the realities of war and the diverse opinions within Israeli society come to the forefront. The growing unease within the ultra-Orthodox community about the IDF's operations in Gaza further complicates Netanyahu's position. This community, which has traditionally been a strong supporter of his policies, is now voicing concerns about the human and moral costs of the ongoing conflict. The community, once a staunch supporter of Netanyahu's policies, is now grappling with the human cost of the conflict. The sight of their young men being sent to the front lines has led to a re-evaluation of their support for the government's military strategies. The sight of their sons and brothers returning home in coffins or bearing the physical and emotional scars of war has shaken the community's faith in both the IDF and the government's handling of the conflict. This has led to an increasing number of protests and calls for a change in policy. This growing dissent within one of his core constituencies presents a significant political challenge for Netanyahu. He must now navigate the delicate balance of maintaining support from the ultra-Orthodox community while addressing the broader national concerns about the ongoing conflict. The unfolding events in Gaza have exposed the limitations of Netanyahu's vision of a religiously unified and militarily dominant Israel. The realities on the ground have shown that such a vision may not be sustainable in the face of prolonged conflict and internal divisions. The conflict has revealed the inherent tensions and contradictions within Israeli society, forcing a reassessment of the role of religion in the military and the sustainability of Netanyahu's ideology in the face of mounting casualties and growing internal dissent. This reassessment is crucial for the future direction of both the military and the nation as a whole. The coming weeks and months will be crucial for Netanyahu as he navigates these challenges and seeks to maintain his grip on power. His ability to address the concerns of both the ultra-Orthodox community and the broader Israeli public will determine his political future and the direction of the country's policies.